There is a deep philosophy called stoicism that looks at life as a big tapestry where chaos and order dance in an endless circle. If you want to build resilience, mental peace and personal power, this ancient wisdom is more than just a theory. Today, we delve deep into Stoic principles and find 10 important lessons that will change our lives for the better. You can find your way to a life of purpose, harmony, and strength through each lesson. Stoicism is a philosophy that emphasizes living in harmony with nature and reason. Lesson 1. The power of amor fati. It encourages us to view life's difficulties not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and self-discovery, highlighting the strength of the human spirit. In this vein, we look at the idea of amor fati, which is a Latin term that refers to the love of fate. This principle is about loving and embracing life's ups and downs as essential components of our existence, not just surviving them. Amor fati means acceptance and love for all that life presents. It was first used by Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and was later used by philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche. It's a celebration of life in its entirety, recognizing that everything, including pain and happiness, is a normal part of things. According to the Stoic theory, everything in the world has a reason and a purpose in the big picture. As a result, embracing life's events with tranquility is a Stoic practice in understanding and accepting the nature of the world. In this case, amor fati is the best way to say this agreement. Nietzsche took this idea a step further by seeing amor fati as an unwavering support of life that accepts everything about it, even pain and doubt. His idea of eternal recurrence is linked to this point of view, which says that people should live as if they are going to live the same life over and over again. Finding worth in every experience is what amor fati means in real life. There is a growth and enrichment mindset that looks for joy and purpose in everything. It tells us to make the most of every circumstance and turn hardship into a chance to grow. Reflecting on difficulties as learning opportunities, expressing gratitude for life's full range, and keeping a positive outlook in the face of life's unpredictability are all part of incorporating amor fati into daily life. By cultivating a spirit of contentment and harmony, this philosophy urges us to welcome everything life throws at us with enthusiasm rather than resistance. Remember that the path to fully embracing these Stoic lessons is slow and unique as we go through them. More we learn and use these principles, the closer we get to a life full of power, peace, and deep wisdom. Let's go down this path with an open mind and heart, ready to use every challenge as a springboard to our own personal growth and strength. Seeing through a Stoic lens. Lesson 2. The art of perception. As we continue our trip through the deep lessons of Stoicism, we turn our attention to the art of perception. Stoicism tells us that what bothers people is not what happens, but how they think about what happens. In this lesson, we delve into the transformative power of perception and how, by using a Stoic lens, we can deal with the difficulties of life with more resilience and clarity. Stoic perception as its cornerstone, the principle that our perception shapes our world, is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Like Epictetus, the Stoics believed that how we react to life's events is more important than the events themselves. Our inner conversation and interpretations hold the key to our tranquility, which is a strong lesson, changing the way we see things. How often do we respond without thinking because of how we've always seen things? Stoicism tells us to stop and think about these natural reactions by asking us to question our first impressions. We allow for a wider range of reactions and meanings. Understanding and rephrasing our feelings and experiences in a more powerful way is the goal of this process, not denying them. Practices in perceiving things. To improve your Stoic art of perceiving things, start with easy daily habits. Instead of responding right away when you're in a tough situation, take a moment to notice your thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, is there another way to look at this? Can I find a hidden opportunity or lesson here? This practice aids in cultivating a mind that seeks growth and wisdom in every experience, perception and relationships with other people. Using Stoic ideas to look at our relationships can make big changes. It tells us to deal with disagreements and mistakes with understanding and empathy. By recognizing that other people are also influenced by how they see things, we can build stronger relationships and settle disagreements more peacefully. The power of a Stoic mindset. Embracing a Stoic viewpoint enables us to face life with a sense of calm and purpose. It helps us distinguish between things we can control, like our thoughts, feelings, and deeds, and things we can't. Living a life of contentment and success requires making this difference. As we learn the art of Stoic observation, we move from reacting to things to taking action. Through wisdom and virtue, we learn to see life not just as it seems, but also as it can be understood and evaluated. This lesson in how we see things is a step toward controlling our inner world, and by extension, being able to move through the outside world with grace and ease. Remembering that the true power to influence our lives' events lies in our inner world, let us continue to improve our views. Lesson 3. The discipline of desire, mastering Stoic wants and needs. As we continue to learn about Stoic philosophy, we come to a very important point, the discipline of desire. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between things that are important and things that are not. In order to live a more fulfilling life, this lesson will delve into knowing and controlling our wants and needs. Understanding Stoic wants. The Stoics thought that we should live a life of virtue, which means that our desires should not be driven by material things or praise from others, but by our deepest morals and values. This principle asks us to rethink our wants and needs and ask ourselves if they help our personal growth and well-being or just keep us from focusing on what we really need. Telling the difference between needs and wants is one of the first things you need to do to master your Stoic wishes. Things like health, important connections, and personal growth are examples of needs that people must have in order to live and be happy. Wants, on the other hand, often come from outside sources and can make people unhappy over and over again. We can make our lives easier and more fulfilling by focusing on what we need and making sure that what we want is in line with our core values. Practical ways to align. Your wants. To begin this habit, consider your daily decisions and wants. Ask yourself, does this desire come from a place of need or want? Does it align with my core values? By keeping this question in mind, we can gradually align our actions with Stoic principles, which will help us live a more purposeful and contented life. Being content means being happy and satisfied with what you already have. This is what Stoicism promotes. This doesn't mean giving up on goals or growth. It just means realizing that happiness comes from inside, not from things or accomplishments outside. You can live in harmony with your real nature and the world around you if you choose to be content. Having a clear purpose to live is the last step in the practice of desire. When we make a decision or do something, we should be clear about its purpose and how it will affect our general health. This mindful living makes sure that our wants don't control us, but rather that we control them, guiding our lives toward worthwhile and good things. As we delve deeper into Stoic philosophy, we come across the important lesson of self-control in Lesson 4, the virtue of self-control. Stoicism says that self-control is more than just holding back. It also means knowing our urges and making sure they are in line with our sensible mind. We will learn about the Stoic way of controlling ourselves in this lesson. It gives us the power to live more balanced and honest lives. Self-control at its core. Self-control is seen as one of the most important virtues in Stoicism. It is the capacity to control our feelings, wants, and deeds so that they are in harmony with morality and reason. This control isn't about shutting down, it's about choosing what to think and do based on good reasons. Impulses are reactions to outside stimuli that can take us off the road that is reasonable and good. Understanding and controlling them is important for living a good life. The Stoics tell us to stop and think about these urges, asking ourselves if they are part of our higher purpose or just short-lived wants. We can reply with wisdom instead of acting based on our feelings after this thought. Self-control tasks that you can use right away. To develop Stoic self-control, start by paying attention to your daily actions and habits. Find the places where your emotions take over, whether they're anger, excess, or putting things off. Once you know what it is, practice stopping before you respond. This practice strengthens our ability to choose our reactions, bringing them in line with our Stoic ideals. The importance of mindfulness. Mindfulness is essential for gaining self-control. Being fully present means being aware of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors without judging them. Being aware can help us understand our urges better and choose actions that are in line with our Stoic values. With purpose and honesty, Stoic self-control leads to life with purpose and honesty in the end. You have to make sure that your deeds are in line with who you really are and that you live by your beliefs and virtues. This connection makes us feel at peace and complete because we know that our lives truly show what we believe and value. Stoic self-control is a way to get to know yourself better. It helps us deal with the problems in life in a calm and clear way, making decisions that are in line with our best selves. We live a life of balance, wisdom, and honesty by continuing to practice this virtue. This is what Stoicism is all about. Our study of Stoic wisdom leads us to the concept of resilience, which is at the heart of the Stoic philosophy. Lesson 5. Building Stoic resilience. Overcoming adversity with grace. Stoicism teaches us how to turn adversity into a chance for growth and strength, not just how to survive life's trials. In this lesson, we delve into the Stoic method for developing resilience, which is a trait that enables us to handle life's rough patches with poise and drive. Understanding Stoic resilience. Being resilient as a Stoic isn't just about getting through hard times, it's also about living in spite of them. It entails accepting that adversity is a normal part of life and that we have the power to decide how to deal with it. What role does perception play in resilience? Perception is a key part of Stoic resilience. Stoics think that our experience is based on how we think about things, not on the things themselves. Problems can be turned into useful lessons if we change how we think about them and see them as chances to show virtue and grow our character. Practical steps for building resilience. To build resilience, you should first recognize that everything changes. Keep in mind that difficulties only last a short time and frequently present opportunities for personal growth. Try to see problems as tests of your character. Ask yourself, how can this situation help me grow stronger or smarter? Accepting the idea of amor fati, or love of fate, is essential to building Stoic resilience. This entails not only accepting, but also loving whatever life throws at you and believing that everything has a purpose in your life. It's about embracing life's full range with open arms and finding happiness and purpose in the face of difficulty. Creating a resilient mindset. You can create a resilient mindset by regularly practicing and reflecting on what you've learned. As part of your daily routine, do Stoic activities like writing in a notebook about problems you face and how you deal with them. To stay grounded and in the present, practice awareness and seek wisdom in Stoic lessons to strengthen your resilience. Developing Stoic resilience is a process that changes people. It gives us the strength to not only get through life's storms, but also come out of them stronger and more aligned. When we face each challenge with a strong will, we represent the true meaning of Stoicism and use hardship to spark growth and understanding. Lesson 6. Finding freedom in letting go. The wisdom of Stoic separation. We come across the idea of separation as we continue our exploration of Stoic philosophy. According to Stoicism, the only way to be truly free and at peace is to let go of things that are out of your control. This lesson looks at how Stoic distance isn't just apathy, but finding strength and peace in focusing on what really counts. The main idea behind Stoic separation is that we should know what we can control and what we can't. It means letting go of things, people, and even relationships that happen outside of us, and focused on the good things, decisions, and actions that happen inside of us. This kind of separation frees us from the worries and doubts of the outside world, which leads to inner freedom. It's important to distinguish between Stoic reserve and disinterest. Indifference means not caring or being concerned, while Stoic distance means caring in a smart way. It means being deeply devoted to our beliefs and decisions, while also allowing life's events to happen naturally without letting them upset us. How to practice detachment? To practice Stoic detachment, start by thinking about the things in your life that bother or stress you out. If not, practice letting go of your connection to the result and focusing on your mood and deeds instead. Moving your attention from where you feel useless to where you feel empowered. Embracing change and uncertainty is an essential component of Stoic detachment. Know that change is a normal and ongoing part of life. We can find peace by getting along with the natural order of the world when we let go of our resistance to change. Finding peace in things we can control. When we stop worrying about things outside of our control, we can focus on things we can change, like our thoughts, actions, and morals. This is what Stoic peace and happiness are based on. Because of this, we can interact with the world from a place of balance and calm, and we can handle life's difficulties with clarity and wisdom. In our search for inner peace and resilience, the wisdom of Stoic detachedness is a strong tool. We find a deep sense of freedom and peace by learning to let go of things we cannot control and focusing on our inner world. As we keep practicing this detachment, we will be able to move through life with grace, strength, and tranquility. The power of introspection, Stoic reflection, Lesson 7. We come across the very useful practice of reflection as we delve deeper into the complex web of Stoic wisdom. When it comes to personal growth and self-awareness, Stoicism puts a lot of weight on the power of reflection. Reflection is an active part of Stoicism. It's not something we do in a passive way. It's how we deal with our thoughts, feelings, and deeds. Examining our daily events and how we react to them, along with aligning our actions with Stoic values, are all parts of this practice. We learn about our character and how to live more wisely through this practice of reflection. The daily review of conscience, which Seneca famously encouraged, is an important Stoic activity. As you wind down each night, think about what happened during the day and ask yourself, what did I do well? Where did I fall short of my Stoic ideals? How can I improve tomorrow? This is not a way to judge yourself, but to learn and grow from every experience. Step-by-step instructions for good reflection. To do Stoic reflection well, find a nice, quiet place to be by yourself with your thoughts. Set aside time every day, ideally in the evening, to think about and review what you've done and what you've experienced. In a book, write down your thoughts and feelings. Writing can help you understand them better. Stoic principle and teaching reflection. Include Stoic lessons in your thoughtful practice. After you finish your daily review, think about a Stoic principle or quote. Think about how this applies to your life and how you can use its wisdom to improve the way you live. Your knowledge of Stoic philosophy and how to apply it to your daily life will grow as a result of this practice. The benefits of regular reflection. Regular Stoic thought makes you more self-aware, helps you control your emotions better, and gives you a stronger sense of purpose. It helps us see thought and behavior habits that aren't helpful so we can change them for the better. It also helps you feel gratitude and respect for all the experiences in life, both the good and the bad. To grow as a person and find inner peace, Stoic meditation is a powerful practice. It tells us to look inside, learn from our experience, and make sure that what we do is in line with our core values. True to the Stoic road, as we continue to do this practice of reflection, we grow a life full of wisdom, virtue, and happiness. Lesson 8. The Stoic Way to Emotional Mastery. Dealing with emotions with wisdom. Understanding and controlling your feelings are very important on the path to becoming more stoic. It is said that we can't always control how we feel, but we can control how we react to those thoughts. This lesson looks at the Stoic way of controlling our feelings, which can help us have a better, more healthy relationship with them. Stoicism holds that feelings are really just judgments and reactions to how we see the world. This is the Stoic view of emotions. It disagrees with the idea that feelings are just responses to things happening around us, and instead says that they are affected by what we think and believe. This point of view gives us the power to think logically and reflect on our emotional reactions and change them. Steps you can take to master your emotions. To learn Stoic emotional mastery, start by not judging your emotional reactions. Figure out what made you feel that way and think about the ideas or judgments that may be affecting your response. Ask, are these beliefs rational? Are they aligned with reality and my Stoic values? Recognizing and changing how we feel. Recognizing and changing how we feel is at the heart of Stoic emotional control. We stop and think about a more sensible and good reaction instead of letting our first feelings control our actions. We might choose patience and empathy when we are angry, knowing that our anger is often caused by unmet hopes or wrong ideas. The role of awareness in controlling feelings. Being mindful is an important part of the Stoic way of dealing with emotions. We can better notice how we're feeling when we are fully present and involved in the present moment. Being aware of this helps us let go of unhelpful emotional habits, making room for more thoughtful and Stoic reactions. Stoic emotional control entails seeing emotional difficulties as opportunities to grow. Emotions that are difficult to deal with are not problems to be solved, but rather opportunities to put traits like resilience, kindness, and self-control into practice. Each emotional experience teaches us about ourselves and helps us develop our Stoic strength. Taking control of our feelings through a Stoic view is a process that changes us. To live a more peaceful and satisfying life, it shows us how to deal with our emotions with wisdom, reason, and virtue. True to the Stoic road of self-improvement, as we keep working on emotional control, we gain deep self-awareness and inner peace. Lesson 9. Cultivating the Stoic practice of gratitude for contentment and joy. We come across the enlightening practice of gratitude as we study Stoic philosophy. Stoicism emphasizes the value of being grateful for life's blessings, even though it is frequently linked to endurance and resilience. This lesson will delve into the Stoic perspective on gratitude and how it can increase our happiness and joy. The Stoic view on gratitude. Stoicism tells us that real happiness comes from inside, not from things or situations outside of ourselves. Recognizing and appreciating the current moment and the underlying goodness in our lives is what is meant by gratitude in Stoicism. It helps us see what we have instead of what we don't have, which leads to a mindset of gratitude and wealth. Practical methods for cultivating gratitude. To create Stoic gratitude, think about what you're grateful for every morning. Even small things, like a moment of peace, a kind act from a friend, or the beauty of nature, can elicit deep gratitude. This daily habit sets a good mood and a sense of gratitude for the day. Being thankful even when things are bad. Stoic gratitude also means finding things to be thankful for when things are bad. This doesn't mean hiding problems or acting like everything is fine. Instead, it's about looking for the good things, opportunities to learn, and times to grow that bad things can bring. In conclusion, practicing Stoic gratitude helps us adopt a mindset of happiness and joy. It stops us from focusing on what we don't have and makes us value what we do have, both when things are going well and when they are hard. Practicing gratitude is a strong way to find inner peace and happiness on the Stoic path to self-improvement. Keeping things in perspective helps us deal with the ups and downs of life in a healthy and positive way. What role does reflection and gratitude play? Regular reflection makes us feel more grateful. We value our events and the people in our lives more when we take the time to think about them. Consider how each experience, no matter how good or bad, has helped you learn and grow. This time to think helps us feel more connected to our lives and the people around us. Sharing gratitude. Stoic. Gratitude goes beyond just thinking about yourself. It also includes telling others how much you appreciate them. Spreading gratitude can make people happier, improve relationships, and make the community more linked and empathetic. You can show and practice gratitude in many ways, such as through acts of kindness, words of thanks, and words of praise. Being stoic about our gratitude is a strong way to improve our health and happiness. It tells us to enjoy the present, find happiness in the little things, and keep a good attitude even when things are hard. A greater sense of happiness, satisfaction, and connection to the world around us develops as we adopt gratitude into our daily lives. Lesson 10. Living with Stoic purpose. Aligning your actions with Stoic principles. The last step on our path to Stoic wisdom is to learn how to live with purpose. Stoicism tells us that living a life that is in line with ethics and reason is the best way to be happy. This last lesson is all about how to apply Stoic principles to our daily lives so that every choice and every moment has meaning and purpose. Meaning of purpose according to Stoicism. Purpose in Stoicism is not about achieving outside goals or wins. Living in line with nature and morals is what it's about. In other words, it means making decisions that show you have wisdom, courage, fairness, and self-control. Living with Stoic purpose means committing to personal growth, doing the right thing, and making other people's lives better. Setting daily goals with Stoic virtues. If you want to live with a Stoic purpose, you should first set daily goals with Stoic virtues. Every choice you make, no matter how small, should show that you want to live a good life. Always ask, does this action align with Stoic principles? Am I acting with wisdom, courage, and integrity? What part does reflection play in living with purpose? Regular reflection is a must for living with purpose. Think about how your acts fit with the Stoic values. This self-reflection helps you stay on track and make changes as needed. It makes sure that your life always follows the road of your Stoic beliefs. figuring out what life is all about. Stoicism says that there is value in everything, from the ordinary to the extraordinary. No matter how small the job, see it as a chance to develop stoicism. Every moment is a chance to show stoic traits, like being patient in traffic, kind to a stranger, or hardworking at your job. Why community and partnerships are important. Living with a stoic purpose also means getting along with other people. It's about making connections that matter, giving back to our neighborhoods, and helping other people. According to Stoicism, we should remember that we are all connected and that our actions should make the group stronger. To live a happy life, you need to have a stoic purpose. Making decisions based on our core values, looking for wisdom in every experience, and making the world a better place are all parts of it. By following these stoic principles in our daily lives, we leave a legacy of virtue, wisdom, and purpose, living up to the stoic ideal. Embracing the stoic journey, a way to lasting wisdom and happiness. It's important to remember that the way to stoicism is not a destination, but an ongoing path of growth and learning as we come to the end of this set of lessons on stoic wisdom. The true core of stoicism is the daily application and incorporation of these principles into our lives, which is what each lesson we've looked at has taught us. Stoicism as a live philosophy. Stoicism's lessons are most powerful when put into practice. Think about the lessons of purpose, gratitude, resilience, and emotional control some more. Make Stoicism a live practice by changing it based on your own problems and life events. Stoicism in the modern world. Stoicism is a philosophy that can help us navigate the difficulties and problems of the modern world. For managing the unknowns of life, it shines a light of wisdom and reminds us of the power of our choices and attitudes. Building a group of Stoics. Tell other people about your path to Stoicism. You can learn more about Stoicism and spread its wisdom by taking part in talks, joining Stoic groups, or just talking about its principles with family and friends. A group that supports each other can give you ideas, help, and different points of view. The long-term advantages of embracing Stoic wisdom. Stoic philosophy has deep and enduring advantages. Stoicism gives us the tools we need to live a balanced and worthwhile life, from higher emotional intelligence and resilience to a deeper sense of satisfaction and peace. As you stay on the path of Stoicism, remember that every day is a chance to put these timeless lessons into practice and become like them. Don't rush the process of growth. Take your time. Enjoy your success, learn from your problems, and always try to live a good life with a purpose. Let this be a guide principle as you follow the Stoic road, in the words of Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Take each day with the goal of living fully, wisely, and with virtue. Stoicism is a rewarding path that leads to transformation and lessons that last a lifetime.